Hello, my wonderful Capricorns. I hope you all are doing amazing. Today, I'm going to be tapping into the energies of those of you that are currently not in communication with your person. So, as per usual, I will be starting off with an oracle, and we can just clarify the existing energies with tarot. Alrighty. So, we have acceptance here. So, right now, Capricorn, what I see is that you are accepting or you are coming to terms with the reality, okay, of the situation. Why? Because you feel like this is what is needed in order to feel grounded. Okay, the red cards in this deck, they do talk about your root chakras. So you're finding some sort of clarity and you're trying to make peace with it, even if it is difficult. Okay, some of you may feel very wounded at this time, or you feel like, again, it's difficult news, but you know that you need to make peace with it in order to feel grounded again. So, what this is telling me is you have been feeling a bit scattered when you think about the situation, or you have been feeling a bit out of place here, is the best way for me to describe it. And you're very tired of feeling that way, right? Some of you feel that you just want to center yourself again and be able to think straight, or you want to cleanse your energy of something that you feel like did not work in your favor. Okay? Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we have rejection. So it could be an energy of you feeling that you are holding on to a situation that no longer serves you. Okay. Or you feel like you are holding on to someone's energy or holding on to the situation, but you're at a point of understanding why you felt so misunderstood in the past. So you're not wanting to focus on someone who made you feel misunderstood. I just feel that I'm talking to my Capricorns who are trying to release someone from their energy. Okay. Let's see. This could have been someone who caused you a lot of pain, okay? There could have been a tad bit of dishonesty here, Capricorn. With the trickery card, it does talk about things going on behind your back. And interestingly enough, the green cards do talk about your heart chakra. So, the dishonesty really affected you on an emotional level, is what I'm picking up on. And for many of you, you're trying to let go of this energy. So if it's not letting go of this person or this cycle as a whole, it's essentially just letting go of the negative emotions associated with it, right? You're like, okay, if I'm not communicating with this person, why am I holding on to negative emotions? Or why am I rethinking a situation that makes me feel not the best? I see you overcoming this period of confusion that you're in, Capricorn. And I understand that it's a love reading, but I feel like there's a lot of internal changes going on. Like the clarity that you've received, it's not just something that you're aware of. You're aware of it, so you're acting accordingly, is what I see. Okay. Look at this, guys. Some of you may be closing one cycle and you're entering a cycle where things are actually working out for you, or you're meeting someone who understands you. Many of you are just coming out of a period of feeling misunderstood. For some reason, Capricorn, I feel like you guys were very drained by this person or this situation. You felt like it was taking everything in you. Could be what I'm picking up on, as in your energy during the time of the bond, or some of you still feel a bit deprived at this time, right? Six of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Magician, Nine of Swords. So you see here, your person is wanting to return to the past. They're wanting a fortunate turn of events, but some of you are on a different page. Some of you have been out of communication with this person for a while. And the way you essentially feel about them has changed, or the way you feel about the situation has altered. So, the question at hand is, do I want to return to the past? Do I trust this person? Is this something I'm willing to work on? Or do I just want to move forward? Another card of change, the World. I really do feel like I'm picking up on my Capricorns who are closing out a cycle, right? You're doing not only what's best for you, but what you feel is right. More than that, what makes sense, This connection did not make sense to you, leading up to the separation. This person, the things that they said, the things that they did, it caused you a lot of confusion, and you're tired of being in that state of mind. Okay? Not to sound too repetitive here, guys. Some of you, your moon sign is actually Capricorn, so you could be a sun, moon, rising Capricorn, but I feel like some of you have more than one Capricorn placement. I don't know why I'm getting that. Okay, acceptance. Okay, let's see the 3 cards that came out for you guys. 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands, the moon. Yeah. You're overcoming a very stressful period. As much as you feel like you don't want to walk away, or you feel like there's a lot of, questions that you feel like there's a lot of secrecy here, okay? With the 6 of Wands, it is someone who wants to try again, right? It is someone who wants to come back in with that 6 of Cups energy. But, Capricorn, you feel that they did not change. Something within you, right? Like your intuition tells you that this person has not changed, or there's some sort of changes that they need to make in order for you to trust them again. Okay? Acceptance. Let's see. The Fool, exactly. It talks about a brand new start here. Right? Now, here's what I see. Your person views you as someone who is either detaching from the situation or moving on, like you have a new beginning elsewhere. Doesn't have to be like with another person. They just feel like you're at a different chapter in your life. Heavy emphasis on letting you guys know that, hey, like your life has changed. The way you view this situation has changed from, the time of the separation versus now. Right? And it's not to say that emotions leave overnight, but you guys will know what I'm talking about if it resonates with you. You have made some very massive internal changes, right? And you may not know what you want moving forward, but you know exactly what you don't want. You know exactly what you're not willing to tolerate. Brand new beginnings. It's like I'm getting an energy of like a fresh new start here. Hermit, the Hierophant. Some of you may be involved with a Virgo or a Taurus here, but look at this, guys. It's exactly confirming what I was saying. You, during this separation, you took the time to, use it as an introspective period, and you gained a higher knowing, right? You know what you want from a commitment, and you also know what was, going kind of not in your way in the past here as well, because those 2 cards are clarifying trickery, which lets me know that when you had this time to sit down and think about this connection, something about this connection made you feel that it was temporarily stable. You want something that is long term. You want a commitment here, right? So this is very specific, but some of you feel like this bond here doesn't align with your values any longer. Like that's the amount of change that you've been through, or you've always felt this way, but you're actually at the point of accepting it now. I really feel like this is a massive, massive change, and I don't want to sound too repetitive, but internally you're realizing things for what they are. And again, guys, this is you moving into your purpose, or moving into something that serves you for your highest good. You're kind of just cutting out anyone and anything that doesn't serve you for your highest good, okay? Or who is in your way right now, because what you're trying to do is, align with what you're asking for. 7 of Cups, the Tower. Yeah, exactly what I was talking about. And we've seen the confusion card on the other deck there. 7 of Cups talks about, having a lot of options, maybe even a case of love bombing. But beneath it, it talks about an illusion. You're seeing past illusions. And, with the Tower moment, you felt that this separation was much needed. Or you feel like you're putting an end to things because you no longer want to be in this energy of playing some sort of guessing game with this person. You're tired, and you have a tired heart, Capricorn, is what I feel. Okay, let's see. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. This person feels you detaching. That's what I will say. 8 of Cups, another card of walking away. This person misses you, with the Queen of Cups. They feel like you're so nurturing and you were always there for them. But, again, they feel like they did not appreciate you enough. And what's very interesting is, as much as this is a love reading, I'm picking up on your energy heavily, which means that you're telling me something, Capricorn. You're telling me that you're moving on. You're telling me you're closing out a cycle and you're tired. You know? You're trying to come out of a space of feeling lack, especially in the emotional department here. Like, I'm talking to my Capricorns that had some sort of wake-up call, okay? Or maybe you felt like you were holding on to this connection or hoping for some sort of outcome until you absolutely got tired of it. Okay, what's the Fool? Two of Wands. You feel like this person kept you waiting for a very long time. This is someone who wants a brand new start with you and they're looking towards the future, okay, Capricorn? But, on the other hand, it's also someone who waits for some sort of hint from you. You know what I see here, guys? You feel like you're on two different wavelengths. And I'm not saying it in a way of like, oh, you feel like you're better than this person. No. I'm just talking about like internal changes. You feel like there are changes this person needs to make in order to, pursue a commitment with you that they're failing to do. You want this person to take the lead, right? You're very tired of doing things for the first time. I mean, doing things for you could have actually, been the one to initiate a conversation between the both of you when it was like your first time conversing. But what I was really getting here is essentially you doing things all the time, or you having to be the bigger person, you having to fix things. And this is something you're getting very tired of. So it's almost like, okay, this person wants a future, but they're not doing anything about it. So how is that serving me? You're really thinking about yourself right now. The Lovers, again, someone who's failing to make a decision. This could be someone who's at a crossroads, right? They're like, okay, do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I reach out to Capricorn? Do I not reach out to Capricorn? But what's that uncertainty from your person's end resulting in? Essentially causing you to be confused, right? So it's like not wanting to plant false hope in your mind is what I see here. Two of Wands. Nine of Swords. They're stressed out, guys. It's someone who, this could be someone who's losing sleep. It talks about worry. And the reason why the Nine of Swords talks about unnecessary worry is because it could just be a series of things that your person is telling themselves in their mind as to why they can't reach out or why things won't work. But again, it's almost like someone who is just stuck in their thoughts. And it doesn't make it true, like their thoughts don't have to be the truth. But if you tell yourself something, right, generically speaking, if you tell yourself something enough, you'll probably believe it, right? So this person's very stuck on you. But it's almost like, okay, I understand that this person is stuck on me, and I understand that they're looking towards the future, but that's not enough. That's not what I'm looking for in this connection, is how I view you, Capricorn. What you want from this connection is a commitment. You want things to get off the ground. You're looking for something that's long-term. You're in your Queen of Cups energy, right? You're like, okay, I have love to give, but I'm not just going to freely give to a situation where I'm not receiving much from it, right? Like, you don't want to be over giving to the situation, right? Because some of you feel like in the past here, things were very one-sided. I see this person stuck on you, Capricorn. I will say that, but, is that enough though, right? Like, what does that mean to be stuck? What does that mean to have hope for the future but not put forth the practical effort? Like spirituality, you may even feel like a connection to this person, but, right now it seems that practicality is playing a large role in how you're viewing this situation. Your mindset. The Hermit, the Hierophant. Yeah, Justice, Five of Wands. Some of you feel like this person was making you compete for their attention in one way or another, and it's just not something you're willing to tolerate. In the past year, you could have wanted to restore some sort of balance with this person, but you felt like they weren't meeting you halfway. There's an imbalance here, or things feeling one-sided. Okay, the Hermit, the Hierophant. Yeah, the Hanged Man. You're very tired of this complacent energy. You have had a shift in perspective. So has your person. The middle cards are the mutual energy here. So right in the middle of your spread with the Hanged Man, some of you may be involved with the Pisces, but it just talks about a shift in perspective. How your person sees you now is this is almost someone who's looking towards the future, and in the past they were causing some sort of confusion, or they were having an inner conflict and they were projecting that onto the bond. But is it too late? Do you still feel the same way? Do you still want to pursue this, right? Those are the questions that may be crossing your mind right now, Capricorn. And as far as like the Hermit, as well as the Hierophant, like, again, it's like, I want a commitment. I know what I want. I want something stable. I want something certain. And if this person is not going to offer me that, I'm not going to waste my time. A lot of you feel that either there was time that was wasted here or effort. And you're very tired of, this complacent energy of kind of just thinking about the situation, but not really having your desired outcome. And again, for some of you, the shift in perspective could be letting me know that you've reevaluated the situation and you simply want closure, or you want to close out this cycle, right? How you once felt about this person is not the same light that you view them in right now as we're speaking, right? So what's the change here? Yeah. See, even in this period of separation, they're thinking about this family dynamic. They feel like you bring them a lot of happiness, and you bring them a lot of stability. Look at this, guys. The King of Pentacles as well as the Queen of Pentacles. And this could be the reason why it was so hard to walk away with the Tower behind that. Because you feel like you guys would work well together if this person would meet you halfway. What's the blockage with the Hanged Man? The guarded energy, you feel like with the Seven of Wands, you're still on the fence here. Mutually, it seems that both of you are guarded. So even if you were to converse with this person right now, you would feel the energy of them holding back, or like kind of waiting for some sort of hint from you. Or, you may be in the same energy again, Capricorn, where it's like, okay, I will meet you where you meet me. So, like if you don't speak about your emotions, I'm not going to speak about my emotions. Like I'm only going to give what is given to me. Right? So with that very defensive energy here, it's because of the past hurt that this person caused. There could be a very specific decision that your person made that upset you. Like a decision that they did not think about. Like someone could have done something for short-term, satisfaction here, where they weren't thinking about the long-term effects of how that would, affect them or you or this connection. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Yeah, they want to communicate with you guys. Look at this, Eight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles. They want to now work on things, but look what's behind that. The Nine of Pentacles. Sorry, can you guys see that? They feel like you want to be alone, or you're doing better off without them. The Nine of Pentacles is a beautiful energy to be viewed as. It's someone where people become a bonus in their life, right? It's like they feel you detaching from the situation. They know that you don't care as much as you once did. Or you're doing a good job at keeping your emotions intact. Because with that Nine of Pentacles, as this person comes in to communicate with you about working on things, you may be like, I don't know if I want to work on this. You know what I mean? Like the ball is going to be in your court, because you feel like when you wanted to work on things, this person wasn't meeting you halfway, essentially. You feel like things were very one-sided. And there was a lot of wounds here that you had to deal with on your own. Eight of Cups, Queen of Cups. Seven of Cups. Yeah. Some of you just don't trust this person. I'll be honest with you. Bottom of the deck here, Six of Cups, Three of Swords. They want to return to the past, but with that Three of Swords, there's a lot that they did not heal. There's a lot that, even if you healed from this connection, even if you healed from what was said or what was done, you don't trust them though. Because you may have a mentality of, well, if you do it once, you'll do it again. And I'm not saying that you don't believe in change, Capricorn, but I just feel like your feelings have changed. There has been so much change that took place within you that you're having a hard time deciding whether you would actually communicate with this person. Like if they were to reach out with that Eight of Wands, you would probably you definitely wouldn't reply right away. You would take maybe even a day to think about it, And with the Seven of Cups here, again, you feel like you're still in that state of not trusting this person, do I see this person communicating with you? Well, yes, we did see the Eight of Wands. Do I see this person wants to work on things with you? Absolutely. But I'm just honoring your emotions, for a second here, because I feel like you are going to be on the fence. We have two sevens here, Seven of Cups, Seven of Wands. This person needs to do a lot of proving to you in order for you to even think about, stepping in the direction of reconciliation. And honestly, some of you may feel like it's beyond repair, but obviously I'm reading for a lot of you. So the ones of you that, or those of you that want to reconcile, it's going to take a lot more than an apology or just like an emotional confession, right? It's going to take a lot of proving from your person to convince you. Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. There is an offer coming your way, but you will be thinking very long and hard about it, is what I see here, guys. Your thoughts when this offer comes in are going to be something along the lines of, first of all, you're going to remember everything that this person put you through in the past. And secondly, it's very deep, guys, like this spread, because look at the Hermit, the Hierophant. Like, how I can explain this to you without confusing you is like, you literally are a changed individual. There has been so many changes that when this person comes in, you're going to have to ask yourself if you still want this. Because for some of you, you will be at a stage where you no longer want this connection or you no longer feel the same way. So again, a lot of questioning when this offer comes in. I do see that your person wants to offer you something. They do miss you, like I mentioned, but heavy emphasis on you having the ball in your court. This could be what they're very stressed about. They could feel that they now feel how you made them feel. Does that make sense? Like if they treated you like an option or they were being indecisive, this is their fear of reaching out to Capricorn, right? And offering you something. Why? Because you can say no. And they feel like you're going to say no, or they feel like it's not going to be easy at all, which they're not wrong about. I could see in the cards, but again, guys, like they're very stressed. They're fearing rejection, and we did see rejection in the other deck there. So that could be your person's energy. Like now Capricorn, what if they say no? What if they don't accept my offer? What am I going to do about it? Okay. So my beautiful Capricorns, that is what I'm getting for you this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.